Get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Let's go, D. Let's go. 11
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Now Lawrence.
Uncorks one for Davis.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Zach Moss, who played high school football downstate near Miami.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Burrow will throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On second down, ETN once more.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
3rd and 9 here.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Let's see what you got. Check, 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 check.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Give to Bigsby on the option. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On the counter, ETN.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st down, right back to ETN.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Now Lawrence changing the play. They run the option on 2nd down.
He gives it up and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Duvernay in motion. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now they'll audible to something else. Now Lawrence on 1st down.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They will find Davis on the left side, complete. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. Touchdown! Josiah DeGuara from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Burrow escaping the pressure right. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 52 yards. And the Bengals have regained the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
11 MT, 11 MT. Reset. Hey, Mike 20. All day, dog. 11. Check. 11 Thomas.
3rd down, here's Brown.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill.
On play action, Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Kill. Turn up. 13 Luke. Check Mike 27. 11. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this 1st half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. I'm not not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He's got a full head of steam.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now Burrow.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
56, right there.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Burrow looking to pass.
A short throw there, pulled in by all.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Thomas brings it in. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch. Think right. Go, let's go.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Etienne.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is Yoshivas. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Moss on the give up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
3rd down at 6.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed two, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Devin Duvernay.
35 yards.
And the Jags will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a two-point conversion to tie it. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Taken down at the 42. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Chase, the motion man right. Another run for Brown on second down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They will throw on first down with Burrow. A short throw there pulled in by All. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
He'll drop this underneath the Moss.
And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
And they'll run with ETN.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Lawrence running right on the option.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. They run the option left with Lawrence.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here's 1st and 10.
56.
Now Burrow. And that's complete to Brown.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Burrow.
eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And that one falls incomplete. And now, look at the clock. Only 7 seconds remain.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Oh, it's deep for Duvernay.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Lawrence.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had